Good morning. This is AR 155, Introduction to Lights. So, what is light? Light is a form of energy. Light has properties of both a wave and a particle. Light waves move as transverse waves. These waves move extremely fast in straight path called rays. Light waves do not need a medium through which to move. Unlike sound, no, they need air. So light waves are electromagnetic waves. So as if we will compare later what is the similarity between light and sound. So that is why this subject is a combination of two topics, which is acoustic and lighting, because they are similar to each other, the light and sound. So, but the main difference is the light waves do not need a medium through which to move. No? Unlike sound, you need air to move the sound. Okay? If you remove the air, the sound will not move. Okay, so that is why if you will remove air inside the room, there will be no sound. You cannot hear no more sound. No. Okay, so light waves versus sound waves. Light waves, it moves as transverse waves. No, it doesn't need a medium to travel. They can travel through empty space. As you can see in the wave of the light, it can travel to a empty space. No? So it means that if there is a what you call this a light source from an object or a source, it can travel to indefinite what you call this distance, no? Because it doesn't need a medium. So it can travel. That is why we see light. No? We see the light from very far, no? from a far to a distance. No? So in some cases, no, the light is also a what you call this perform like sound. No? So we will discuss it in the next slides. So sound waves are compressional or longitudinal. Sound waves need a medium to travel, and they cannot travel to empty space. So the difference is this is the wave of a sound. No? As you can see, it's compressional and longitudinal compared to a light, no? Which is a wave. No, it's a wave. No, it's not a. It's a transverse wave. Okay? So the behavioral characteristic of light. Light exhibits certain behaviors that are characteristic of any wave and would be difficult to explain with a pure particle view. Light reflects in the same manner that any wave would reflect. Light refracts in the same manner that any wave would refract. Light diffracts in the same manner that any wave would diffract. Light undergoes interference in the same manner any wave would interfere. And light exhibits a Doppler effect just as any wave would exhibit the Doppler effect. Light behaves in a way that it is consistent with the conceptual and mathematical understanding of wave. Since light behaves like a wave, one would have a good reason to believe that it may be a wave. So the physics of light. So introduction. So as I've seen before that light is a transverse electromagnetic wave that can be seen by humans. Light is sometimes also known as a visible light to contrast it from ultraviolet light and infrared light. So that is also a difference between sound and light, because you cannot see sound, but you can see the light. Okay, so those are the main. So we have found two differences. No, light can travel without a medium, but you can see the light. But sound needs a medium, but you cannot see the sound. Okay. So light is sometimes also known as visible light to contrast it from ultraviolet light and infrared light. The amplitude of light wave is related to its intensity. Intensity is the absolute measure of light wave power density. Brightness is relative intensity as perceived by the average human eye. So the brightness of the light is relative intensity as perceived by the average human eye. So the perception of the brightness is based on the person that is seeing the intensity of light. Right? So sometimes if the light is too bright, some people can tolerate such brightness, but some people cannot tolerate the uh, brightness. So it is the perception of an average human eye. So it means that the human eye will behave according to what it perceives to the light intensity. So the wavelength of light is inversely proportional to its frequency, as you can see in the graph shown. So that you can see there are different types of wave. We can see there is the gamma ray, we have the X-ray, the ultraviolet ray, the visible ray, the infrared, the microwave, and the radio. So these are the different types of wave. It's inversely proportional to the frequency. So as you can see, the frequency, there is a different frequencies that are related to the different type of waves. Okay, so if you can see the temperature, it also is a because light also emits heat. Okay, so it also proportional to the temperature. So as we know that if there is a large intensity of light, it will create fire, right? So it is greatly proportional to the temperature, the type of light. So if we have the light is a wave or a stream of particles, is it? So the fact is that the light exhibits behavior that are characteristic of both waves and particles. Albert Einstein discovered the nature of light as stream of particles. In 1678, Christian Huygens, he argued in favor of the wave nature of light. Huygens stated that an expanding sphere of light behaves at each point of the wave from where a new source of radiation of frequency and phase. So the behavior of light, there is one behavior which is a reflection. It is the chance of direction of wavefront at an interference between two different media so that the wavefront returns to the medium from which is originated. The law of reflection says that the specular reflection of the angle at which the wave is incident on the surface equals to the angle of which is reflected. Mirrors exhibit a specular reflection. So reflection is one behavior of the light, that this behavior is the light is reflected on a surface. Okay, so it can be reflected on a surface. So like sound can also be reflected on a surface. So light also is reflected on a surface. So it will depend on the type of material that the light will reflect on. So let's say it's a mirror, so it will reflect 100% of its light. Okay? If it's a dark surface, definitely it will not reflect 100% of its light. The light reflection will be different. So the type of material in which the light is reflected on will have a different behavior of light that will be reflected. Okay, so reflection of light, when light is bounced off an object, the surface is smooth and shiny like glass, water, or polished metal. The light will reflect at the same angle as it is hit the surface. This is called specular reflection. So it means that if the surface is smooth, shiny, so it will have the same angle of reflection to the surface. It will bounce the same angle. So if the diffuse reflection is when the light hits an object and reflects in a lot of different direction. This happens when the surface is rough. Most of the things we see are because of light from a source that reflected on it. So the lights that we see around us is the behavior of light is dependent on the surface that it is being reflected. So if the surface is rough, so definitely the reflection will be on different directions. So the light that we see around us is the behavior of light that we see around us is dependent on the things that it is reflected upon. So if you see a tree, So the behavior of light on the branches of the tree or the leaves of the tree will be different if it is the light is directed on a car. Okay, so the car will definitely reflect the light, but the tree will absorb some of the light and reflect some of the light. So if you will put trees around a person, it will create a shade, right? So if you put a person behind beside a car, it will reflect the light, and the person will be directly hit by the light, and what will be the cause? It will cause the rise of temperature. So the tree will create the light will be diffused on a tree, so it will create a lower temperature. So what I've said before, no, the behavior or light of light is also dependent, will result the behavior of temperature. Okay, so if the light will be diffused, it will lower down the temperature. Okay, so as you can see in the drawing, no, this is the specular reflection. As you can see, the specular reflection, no, and this is the diffuse reflection. So it means that the specular reflection, the light is reflected on a white surface. So that is why the mirror effect is lighter. This one, it is reflected on a rugged surface. No? So as you can see, the figure below is slightly distorted. No? And this is because of the diffuse reflection. And the what you call this, the intensity of the not intensity, the definition of the object below is not as defined as this one. As you can see, the definition of the mountain, no, it's it's like a mirror. But this one, you can see that the difference, it is kind of the object below is kind of blurred, okay, because of the diffuse reflection. Okay? It is kind of blurred. Okay, so law of reflection, a ray of light hitting the surface comes to an angle which is called angle of incidence. The ray of light bounces on the surface at an angle which is called the angle of reflection. According to the law of reflection, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Okay, I will repeat this. According to the law of reflection, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. It means that the source of the light, no, will be equal to the reflection of the light. Okay, okay, so that is the law of reflection. So the law of reflection, as you can see in the picture below, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So this is the lighting in space defined as architects. It creates an impression that a human eye perceives it from it's formed to the incidence of reflection of light, and that way requires information about the ambience in a given space. Visual impressions are interpreted in our brains and put in context to create emotion that move us to take particular action. So the behavior of human beings will also be affected by the behavior of light. No? So it means that you can create no ambience, no, based on the intensity of light or the reflection of light on surfaces. As you can see in the picture on the left side, this one is picture taken in Chicago. So this is a picture of a light coming from the inside of a building reflected on the tinted glass. No? So it creates a more calm, feeling if you're inside the building of this glass structure compared to a building if you are standing outside. So it will have a different effect. Also in this picture below, no, the light is reflected on a wet surface or a pond. No? So this light creates a reflection of the building. No? It creates a continuous reflection of the building going down the pond. So the light rays reflected to the wall, and then it's reflected to the what you call this, the pond. Okay. So this one, the light is directed to the object. So there is no reflection of light from the object to the surface because the surface is not reflective, but the whole object beneath the bridge, no, is directed with light. So the light is reflected on the wall, but it's not reflected inversely to the surface. Right? So the behavior of light, we also have a refraction of waves, involve a change of direction of waves as they pass from a medium to another. Refraction, the bending of path of waves, is accompanied by change of speed and wave length of the waves. If the medium of change, the speed of the wave is changed. The most significant property of water that would affect the speed of waves traveling on its surface is the depth of the water. Water waves travel fastest when the medium is deepest. Thus, if the water waves are passing from deep water into shallow water, they will slow down. So if you will compare, if you will point a light on the water, so as the water it becomes deep, no? The travel of light on the water beneath the surface, so if it's becoming deep, so it will slow down. So if it slow down, so the wave of light will be dimmer, no? So it will be refracted. So it will be refracted because of the deeper water. So as you can, the speed of light will be changed, no, because of the deepness of water. So waves traveling from the deep end to the shallow can be seen in the refraction. So the decreased wavelength and the slow down when traveling from a deep water to shallow water. The waves are seen to bend in a such manner that they seem to be traveling from perpendicular to the surface. If traveling from the shallow deep water, the waves bend in the opposite direction. So reflection involves a change in the direction of the wave. The reflection involves a change in the direction of wave as they passes from one medium to another. So and diffraction involves a change in direction of waves as they pass through the opening or around a barrier on the path. So we can give an example of refraction is if there is a light inside the building, you know, the light inside the building will be refracted because of the as you are outside the building, you can see a refracted light. It is not you cannot see the whole intensity of light because the light will be refracted by the mirror or the glass, you know, that separates the inside and the outside of the building. So I will show you the previous slide. This one, no, this is a refracted light. We are seeing a refracted light because the light intensity from the inside is not the same as the viewer from the outside, right? Because the light was refracted by this glass panel. So this is a reflection of light, okay? It is reflected on the surface. But this one, no, there's no reflection because the light is refracted on the glass. So what can a light wave do when it encounters matter? So one is the reflection, no? We have explained it before, and one is absorbed, no? Cyan light shining on a red carpet is absorbed by electrons in the apple. So the material can also absorb light, no? It can be absorbed, no? So absorption depends on the electromagnetic frequency of light transmitted and the nature of atoms of the light of the object. So if they are complementary, light will be absorbed. If they are not, then the light will be reflected or transmitted. In most cases, these processes occur simultaneously and varying degrees, since light is usually transmitted at various frequencies. So as you can see, no, it will depend on the material. No, sometimes it is reflected, sometimes it's absorbed, sometimes it's transmitted. So what is absorbed? The light can be absorbed by a surface. No, let's say that if you have a light that is not 100% transparent. No, there are some porous material, so some of the light will be absorbed by that material. Okay, so let's say you have a light that is directed on a carpet or a cloth. So the cloth will absorb part of the material and part of the light, and some of the light will be reflected. Okay, so the reflection that will not be 100% because some of the light will be absorbed by the material. So the colored light waves are either reflected or absorbed by an object. So the behavior of light, because light is composed of different colors. Diba? So the colors will be partly absorbed and partly reflected based on the type of color. So if you have a dark color, the color will absorb the light, no, because of the dark color. So if you will paint the whole wall dark, so even though you have a bright fluorescent lamp or incandescent bulb or an LED lamp, definitely the whole wall will absorb the light. So it will be different if you will paint the whole wall white and compared to a whole wall black. Okay, so the property of surfaces will greatly affect the behavior of light. So one thing that we learned through time is if you want a calm environment, paint the wall darker. So that's why you see restaurants like cafe that has dark walls, no, like Starbucks, no, and other cafes that are dark. The wall is dark to create a calming effect. It will create a calming effect. Okay, so imagine if the wall is light and it's a coffee shop, and the people inside the coffee shop is drinking coffee, which will create a hyperactive behavior of the persons drinking coffee. So they will be the whole area will be affected by the color of light. Okay? So a light wave shining on molecules in the air or plastic or other transparent materials can be scattered. No? A light ray moves over the side in all directions rather than forward, backward, or being absorbed. Intensity of scattered light can depend on the wavelength. So Rayleigh scattering. So light waves with shorter wavelengths scatter more. Our eye sensitivity to the blue color is much stronger than the violet. Okay, so as you can see the behavior of light, no, is also it's also being it's affected by the what you call this the sensitivity, the type of light that being thrown to being directed to the viewer. So it's also if there is the different type of colors of light will also affect the intensity of light. Okay, so if you have a light, a bulb that is warm, it is different from a bulb that is daylight. Okay, so the type of color of the light is also affected because of the intensity of light is also affected by the color of the light. Okay, so as you can see in the figure, no, this is the Rayleigh scattering. No, as you can see, think of white light from the sun as a mixture of RGB, no, red, green, and blue. So blue is scattered, and the most of the sky looks blue when we look away from the sun. Okay, so for some reason, sun looks yellow, no, or red and green. Okay, so most atmospheres allow the next shortest wavelength, green, to scatter to the sunset, looks red. Okay, so this is the Rayleigh effect. The transmission coefficient is used in physics and electrical engineering when wave propagation in a medium containing discontinuities is considered. A transmission coefficient describes the amplitude intensity of the total power of transmitted wave relative to the incident wave. In optics, transmission is the property of a substance to permit the passage of light with some or none of the incident light being absorbed in the process. The transmission coefficient is a measure of how much of the electromagnetic wave or light passes through a surface or an optical element. Okay, so we will discuss this transmission coefficient in detail in some of our calculations, so in the next succeeding modules. Okay, so this is the behavior of light. No? As you can see, this one, no? The light, the pencil is straight, no? But when it is deep on a surface on the water, no, the effect is just the pencil seems to be bended, no, no? Okay, so there is a there is a the there is a different reflection, no, of light, no, as it because of the diffraction. Okay, this is the diffraction of light. So the light the figure of the pencil was diffracted, no, because of the water. So this one is if the water is the light can be absorbed by the water, it can be transmitted down, as you can see, no? We can see what is on beneath of the water surface because there is light above, no? So we can see what is below. But as you can see, the tip of the pencil is quite dark because the light is affected by the deep water. Okay, so and some of the light is reflected by the water, as you can see what is outside, you know, the perimeter of the dish or the pan. You know, the light is reflected. No? Okay, so this one, no, this figure is about the behavior of light. No? So the sun emits light; it passes through the window. So the glass transmits light, but some of the light is being diffracted or absorbed by the glass, no? And sometimes it is diffracted if the glass is smoke or opaque. It will diffract the glass. So the sun also is being absorbed. Some of the light from the sun is being absorbed by the snow, no, which aids the melting, no, which aids the melting of the snow. Okay, because the sun will creates heat because of the intensity of light, so it will melt the snow. So the ground also absorbs some of the light, heat it up, no, it sometimes heat up the soil, okay, and scatter some of the light, which is how we see it. Okay, so you will feel the reflection of heat from the light of the sun reflected on the surface of the ground. No? So that is why we have what you call this the reflection of heat on a solid surface. No, we create if you will create all of our if you will put concrete on all of our surface in your perimeter, it will create more heat than putting grass or putting soil on the surface. No? So because the concrete will reflect the light more than the grass or the soil, because the soil will definitely absorb some of the light rays. The grass will absorb more of the light rays and diffract some of the light rays, so it will not create more heat to the person standing beside the grass compared to a concrete. Okay? So some of the light from the inside naman, also the tree absorbs all the colors except green and reflects a scattered green color. So the source of light from the inside of the room, which is from the light bulb, it emits white light. So the mirror reflects the light. The cones and the rods are absorbed by the human light. So by absorb the person. So the person is directly seeing the light from its source, which is the light bulb, but some of the light will be coming from the walls, some of the light will be coming from the floors. No? So the opaque red chairs absorb all the colors except red and reflects a scattered red color. So it will depend on the type of material. So the material will be emitting the same color from the light source. No? So because the light is composed of several colors, wave of colors. So the wave that the furniture or the texture of the material which has color will be intensified, you know, by the light. So if you will put light on a, let's say, a green sofa, the green sofa will be greener because of the light that is coming from the source which has different types of light waves, no? Different types of color waves. No? So the color wave of that is green will be absorbed by the SOFA that is green, and when the green SOFA will be more green or greener because of the light. Okay, so the behavior of light will intensify also the color of the material. So if there is no light, all of the color will be black, right? You will not see any color. But if there is light, the color of the wall will be, if the wall is white, it will be whiter. If it is green, it will also be green. No? So the behavior of the light will also depend on the material that it's being reflected on. Okay? So this is the introduction to light. Okay, so this is the